Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing. Building blocks allow you to create reusable document content that you can save and then insert into your future documents when needed. For example, you could save your company's logo and name as a custom building block that you could easily insert into your future documents without having to recreate all of the content and related formatting. The content that can be saved as a building block can range in complexity from simple text entries to more complex logos and watermarks. The building block content is saved into and organized by galleries. It is also worth noting that you can also save building blocks with your document templates for easy distribution. You can create your own custom building blocks, or you can download many types of pre-created building blocks from Office.com. Downloading samples from Office.com can also give new users a good idea of the possible uses of building blocks. In this lesson, we will examine how to create and use your own custom building blocks in Word. First, you will need to create the content within a document that you wish to save and reuse. Once you have created the content, you will then need to select all of the content that you want to save as part of the custom building block. It's important to note that if you want to save the formatting associated with the text selection, you will also need to include the paragraph mark that follows the selection as part of the building block. Remember that you may need to enable the display of the non-printing characters, as you learned in Introductory Word, in order to see the paragraph marks. The paragraph mark can be found under the Home tab in the Paragraph group. Once the content that you want to save has been selected, you can then save it as a building block by clicking the Insert tab in the ribbon and then clicking the Quick Parts button in the Text group. From the drop-down menu of choices, choose the Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery command. This will invoke the Create New Building Block dialog box. Here is where you will give Word the information that it will need to store and organize a content for later use. Enter a name for a building block into the Name field. Then use the Gallery drop-down to choose the type of gallery into which you want to save the content. You can then use the Category drop-down to choose either an existing classification category or to create a new category for classification purposes. You can then enter a brief text description of the saved content into the Description field. Then use the Save In drop-down to choose the document template into which you wish to save the content. Any document that is created from the selected template will have the building block available for use. Remember from Introductory Word that the default template used for new blank documents is called the normal template. If you want this building block to be available to all default documents on the computer, then choose the normal choice. Otherwise, if you did not select normal, select the name of the custom template to which you want to save the building block. Note that if you wish to save it into a custom template, the template must first be opened in Word before it will appear in this drop-down list. Once you have selected a template, you can then use the Options drop-down to choose how Word will insert the content into a document when used in the future. Your choices are Insert content in its own page, which will insert the building block content into its own page with page breaks placed before and after the insertion point. Insert content into its own paragraph, which will insert the content into its own paragraph within the page, or Insert content only, which will only insert the content of the building block. Once you have finished entering the information, click the OK button to save the selected content as a building block into the selected template. Once you have saved a building block, you can then easily reuse it in the future when creating documents that are based on the template into which you saved it. We will now examine how to insert building block content and also how to edit or delete existing building blocks. In Word, you can use the Building Blocks Organizer to perform many tasks related to the use of building blocks. This dialog box allows the user to insert, edit the properties of, or delete existing building block content. You can access this dialog box by clicking the Insert tab in the ribbon, and then once again clicking the Quick Parts button. This time, choose the Building Blocks Organizer command from the drop-down menu of choices. This will open the Building Blocks Organizer dialog box. This shows a listing of the building blocks which are available for use in the current document. You may click on any one of the building blocks shown in the list to select the building block and preview its content in the area at the right side. To insert a building block, select it from the list and then click the Insert button at the bottom of this box. The content will then be inserted into the document at the currently selected location. This will also close the Building Blocks Organizer dialog box itself. To edit the properties of or delete a building block, first select the name of the building block from the list shown in the Building Blocks Organizer. If you wish to delete the selected building block, just click the Delete button. You will then be prompted to confirm your choice in another dialog box. Click the Yes button to delete the selected building block. In this case, the dialog box will remain open. To edit the properties of a building block, first select the building block whose properties you wish to edit from the list. Then click the Edit Properties button. This will open up the Modify Building Block window, where you can edit any of the associated properties of the building block. When you have finished editing the properties, click the OK button to save your changes. Once again, another dialog box will prompt you to confirm your changes. Click the Yes button to confirm and save. Once you are finished with this dialog box, you can click the Close button to close it and return to your document. You can also quickly insert building block content that is available to your document in a way that doesn't involve the process of using the organizer. If the building block that you want to insert into your document has a unique name, then you can simply type the unique name of the building block that you wish to insert into your document. Then, with your insertion point either in or immediately following the unique name of the building block, press the F3 key. Word will replace the name of the building block with the actual building block content. You can also insert a building block by simply clicking the Quick Parts button and then selecting the block that you wish to insert from the listing shown.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.